Okay people, welcome to another episode of Fornever News! In today's episode, we got a few stories to talk about. For starters, we actually have some very weird and out of place and nonsensical, to be honest with you. I don't understand why this is happening. Full Metal Alchemist news. Yeah, Full Metals. in 2020, we got some news about some stuff that's going on that I just can't make sense of it. Why? Why, other than to just milk something out of this that nobody asked for and nobody wanted? So we're gonna talk about some Full Metal Alchemist news. And this one, we also got a story about Fire Force. Some good news for the manga in particular, which is really dope. You know, I talk about the sales of a lot of Shonen Jump stuff, so for once in a while, if I could get my hands on the info on the other series that are not in Shonen Jump, you know, the other stuff like Fire Force or Eden Zero, anything like that, I definitely want to report on it. So we got some really good news for Fire Force, and it seems as though that anime is doing its job. We also got, since I'm on the topic, some news on Eden Zero, and to be honest with you, this news is the polar opposite. While Fire Force is seeing like some pretty incredible success and some good news, Eden Zero doesn't seem to be the case. Now we know that the anime is on its way, and I think that could shake things up, but yeah, we got some Eden Zero news that's not the best. We're gonna get into that one as well. We also got an update for Jump Festa 2021. Jump Festa is one of the biggest events in manga and anime. Like, if you get excited for like conventions, for announcements and stuff like that, this is the announcement of announcements when it comes to conventions. So we got some info on Jump Festa 2021, what's going to be going down. Obviously things are different now because the way of the world and what's happening, so it's going to be a little bit different this year, but I'm excited because Jump Festa is always an event. I'm always by my keyboard like, ooh, what they're gonna announce today. So looking forward to some Jump Festa stuff. We're gonna talk about that, and lastly, some more updates on Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen sales. I really feel as though it's important to report on sales, and it seems as though that's the theme of this episode of Fornever News. So yeah, some updates on the sales on that one. So yeah, people, let's jump into another episode of Fornever News, the only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related. And we don't bore you people, we get into the shits. Let's do it.
I say we gonna do what we do, no matter how you move, make your move. That's how it be though.
Okay people, so for starters, let's start off with the Full Metal Alchemist news. Now, y'all know that Full Metal Alchemist is an OG out there. It's one of the greatest shonen of all time. It's just a damn great story, great anime, great manga. The manga completed, what was it, like 11, 12 years ago now at this particular point. Like, Full Metal Alchemist's manga completed a long time ago. Majority of people agree it had a very satisfying ending. It had 2 anime adaptations, right? It had the original anime that was like 50 some odd episodes, but about halfway through that one, it actually went into a filler direction because at the time the story wasn't completed yet. So yeah, and a lot of people weren't really happy with the way the original anime went. Also, like, the art and animation wasn't the best, I guess. Like, it looked great for its time, but you know, comparing it to the second anime adaptation, it had Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, because Brotherhood, that was a completed work. Arguably that's one of the best anime adaptations, especially for a shonen title, not a jump title. It's a shonen title. That was just damn near flawless. Like, it completed, it adapted everything from the manga very faithfully. It's gorgeous looking, the story is great. So Full Metal Alchemist has had its run. It's been like, people say damn near it's a masterpiece. It's complete. Why bother? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But apparently, it seems as though the powers that be don't feel like, hey, that's enough, because they're doing something that doesn't make sense. Why do this? They're turning Full Metal Alchemist now. Oh, let's not forget the movies. It had movies and live action films at that. It had the live action film, and it had the Conqueror Shambhala back in the day, and then the other one, the Star of Milo, Sacred Star of Milo. So it had a lot. But they're turning Full Metal Alchemist now into a webtoon. They actually just released a trailer and shit like that. And honestly, like, even if it looks cool or whatever, why? What's the point other than to milk out like, hey, we could put these into books and sell the volumes and shit like that? But who's going to buy it? If you buy the original Full Metal Alchemist manga, if you have the Brotherhood anime, hell, if you even watch the original, again, it has its issues of, you know, going into filler midway through or whatever, but who the hell needs this? Better yet, who asked for this? I guarantee you not a single soul asked for it. I guarantee you. Like, if anything, you really want to go there, color in the manga and call it a day. What are you doing? Like, honestly, I see no point for this. I see it as worthless, and they could have allocated that time and those funds to doing something else, because it's like, nobody wants this. I'm not going to even bother with this. I have my Brotherhood Blu-rays. I have the original anime on DVD. I am fine. I am cool. I mean, hey, if it floats your boat, why not? Maybe they're looking at it as webtoons is the future, and they want to start integrating pushing slowly but surely some manga titles into that direction, I just don't see the point. Like, yeah, if you're watching this and you're kind of sort of like, hey, should I check this out? Just watch the Brotherhood anime. Or if you're not into anime like that, you're more of a manga head, go read the manga. Don't waste your time with this. This is silly. Bad business. Next up, we got some Fire Force news. Now, from what I've been hearing, Season 2 of Fire Force has been amazing. I started back, actually, the last couple nights trying to finish up Season 1 so I could jump into Season 2 because I've heard only great things. And apparently, the sales and success of the manga has been reflecting that, because the sales for Fire Force are looking very promising and continue to go up. Let's look at the graph. As y'all can see, volume 1 did a little over 100,000, and you see like about volume 16 it really started to dip, but that's the power of an anime. It literally shows you right here. The anime announcement, it was at 2.3. It dropped down with volume 16. Once the anime started volume 17, it just kept going and going. As you can see, by volume 24, shit goes through the roof. And again, you could clearly see that's once the anime started. So the Fire Force anime has been reflecting into, or the manga sales have been a reflection of the anime and how crazy it is and how much people are loving it, because you see just before the anime things was dipping and then boom, it shot through the roof. That's crazy that the latest volume has done better than the very first volume, showcasing that the anime is very, very vital. People always say like, oh, who cares, it doesn't need an anime. Yeah, if you want your favorite series and your favorite author to eat and be successful and all that shit, the anime is a must, because Fire Force is clear as day. And like, this has kind of inspired me, like, damn, you know, I enjoy Fire Force. Let me finish that first season and see what's the talk of Season 2 is all about. Why is everybody loving this shit? But major props to Fire Force. I'm happy to see it because it's the same author or authors. I want to say there's 2 creators on this that worked on Soul Eater, that created Soul Eater. Looks like Fire Force is a major hit and a mega success, because that is really, really dope to see that. 140,000, baby. Let's go, Fire Force. Major props. And looking at that, you know, initially I was kind of like bummed out, but actually taking a closer look at this information, it kind of gives me an idea of what's about to happen with Eden Zero once the anime approaches. Because to be honest with you, they showed a graph as well. A graph was released for Eden's Zero, the success, and I want to say they're in the same magazine if I'm not mistaken. They're in Weekly Shonen Magazine, Eden Zero and Fire Force. And Eden Zero manga sales have been plummeting since the beginning. Like, the very first volume did very well, and let's take a look at the graph so you guys get an understanding. As you can see, volume 1 did 100, volume 2 did almost 120, and then it kind of just starts dipping, and volume 11 is less than 40,000, which it's weird, because everything I've heard about Eden Zero, and from what I read, I'm about like on chapter 50 something. Like, it was really good, better than Fairy Tail. You put the first 50 chapters of Eden Zero versus the first 50 chapters of Fairy Tail, this shit slaughters it. Like, really, really dope stuff. So to see that the sales is going down, I hope that doesn't make Mashima think like, oh, they like Fairy Tail, let me put more boobs or something. Like, please, Hiro, don't do that. Don't ruin the quality, because I think if you take a look at what Fire Force, you know, what happened with that one, a great anime adaptation can fix this, because we know now, if you, again, read Eden Zero, there's quality there. Like, there is some fan service here and there, but it's not nowhere close to what Fairy Tail did, and I want to say still does. I haven't been caught up on 100 Years Quest or whatever, but Eden Zero, it needs that anime ASAP, because, like, you know, it started off with over 100,000. Those were clear leftover Fairy Tail fans. A lot of the Fairy Tail fans have kind of forgotten about Eden Zero. That anime is going to hopefully put it on the map, because again, if you have quality story and some fun stuff at the same time with a good anime adaptation, look at Fire Force. Eden Zero can happen, but as it stands right now, yeah, not doing too well. Then we got an update about a new Jump Festa. Let's read exactly what it says. Jump Special Anime Festa 2020 will be held on October 11th, showcasing new content about Dr. Stone, Stone Wars TV anime, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Infinity Train movie, so we're gonna get news on that, and the Jujutsu Kaisen TV anime, and Bokyaku Battery OVA. I'm not sure about Bokyaku anime. And they also did have an announcement for 2021's Jump Festa, because that's a special anime festa. That's not the full-on festa, but basically, from my understanding, what I'm hearing, Jump Festa 2021, which it takes place this December, is going to be live streamed. They're going to really put an emphasis on that, because it's not going to have a crowd, so there's not going to be, like, you know, a live audience and a big event like they normally do. So we're more than likely going to have access to be able to see this in real time. Like, I'm not sure if they're going to region lock like they do most of the time with these things, but hopefully they don't, or somebody gives us the scoop on it or whatever, because yeah, this is going to be dope. And I think if anything, it'd be better to keep it open to an international audience, right? Like put it out so that way there's a straight live stream feed. We could all watch it. Hopefully that's the case and it's not going to be region locked. But either way, Jump Festa 2021, no audience and whatnot. There's going to be a live stream feed. And again, hopefully we have access to that. But either way, I'm looking forward to all of that bad boy. Let's see what's coming, what they're going to announce. Like, yo, I'm still going to say it. I said it last year. I'll say it this year. Studio Period. Where's that Black Clover film? Where's that Boruto film? We had one Boruto film that was still technically in the Naruto era with Boruto Naruto the movie. Let's get another Boruto movie. Let's get a Black Clover film. Like, Period, do you even do movies anymore? What's going on? Okay, people, so while I was editing this video, there was actually a couple of other pretty significant anime announcements that I wanted to bring to you guys because I know a lot of people will probably be excited about these stories. So for starters, there's a big update for a season 2 of the Rising of the Shield Hero. Funny enough, I want to say maybe a couple weeks ago, I was browsing through Crunchyroll and I saw season 1 on there and I was like, man, you know, I want to give this a shot. I've been hearing great things for a long time and I actually might do that now that they announced like there's another season, so that means there's a good bulk of stuff to go through. Let's quickly read the article. The Rising of the Shield Hero season 2 reveals triumphant new trailer and visual. Fresh out of this weekend's virtual Crunchyroll Expo, more of the Rising of the Shield Hero season 2 news is here to save the day. The long-awaited season 2 will be coming to Crunchyroll in the future, and a new trailer and visual debut during the Shield Hero panel. And I got a visual, a couple of really dope visuals. There's no launch time yet, it's still to be determined, but of course Crunchyroll is going to have it in North America, Central America, South America, Europe, Africa, Oceania, the Middle East, and CIS or CIS, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, forgive me. But yeah, looks pretty dope and I might actually have to give this a try, but people are really excited. Season 2 of the Rising of the Shield Hero. Also, we got an announcement for a very bizarre announcement at that because nobody saw this coming, but apparently Crunchyroll and Adult Swim just recently announced that Shenmue, it's a popular video game, has been announced that it's getting an anime. That was shocking because I remember I used to talk to people that used to always go on and on about how awesome Shenmue is. So for them making an anime, I'm wondering how this came about, but let's read the article for that. Crunchyroll Adult Swim announced Shenmue anime series. One Punch Man Season 2's Chikara Sakurai directs anime based on game series. One Punch Man Season 2, ooh, that's not a good sign, but alright. Crunchyroll announced during the Crunchyroll Expo event on Friday that it is collaborating with Adult Swim to produce an anime series adaptation of Yu Suzuki's Shenmue game series. Crunchyroll will stream the 13-episode series worldwide outside of Japan and mainland China, and Adult Swim will air it on its Toonami block in the United States. Crunchyroll did not announce a premiere date for the show, but yeah, I mean, Shenmue, again, very popular video game franchise, and it seems as though they're going with an anime. Again, maybe it was like really cheap to get the rights to make an anime of this. I'm curious to see how this pops off, if people are gonna like it or whatnot. But yeah, I know there's some Shenmue fans out there. You got an anime coming for you guys. I might check it out. I've heard nothing but great things, and the only thing that kind of gets me a little bit skeptical is that director of One Punch Man Season 2, because yeah, we saw a clear dip from Season 1 to Season 2 at One Punch Man. But yeah, Shenmue anime. And just a quick update on the sales for the latest volumes of Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man. Not gonna drag this on, but Jujutsu Kaisen did another 14,000, so it's at 252,000, and Chainsaw Man did 13,000 at 192,000. So basically, Chainsaw Man is about 60,000 away from Jujutsu Kaisen. Bravo for both of them though. Like, I love to see it. But I'm curious what you guys think about all this news. For starters, what do you think about that Full Metal Alchemist webtoon? Like, what's the point? Are you excited about it? Do you think there's any reason for them to do it? Like, can you logically break down what sense that makes? Also, what do you think about Fire Force's sales going through the roof thanks to the anime showing up and really kicking ass? Like, major congrats, I gotta say. And also, do you think that Eden Zero can be saved by its anime? You see, it started off 100,000, then it went, you know, volume 2 almost 120. Latest volume is down to less than 40,000. You think the anime can save it? Again, look at what Fire Force did, and Eden Zero, again, I read like 50-some chapters. It's pretty damn good. Also, are you excited for Jump Festa, the anime Festa? Again, we have an anime Festa in October that's going to give us like some Kimetsu no Yaiba Infinity Train news and a couple other updates like on the Jujutsu Kaisen anime and all that jazz. And are you hyped for Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man yet again getting more success? Like Chainsaw Man, whenever that anime comes, I'm gonna be first in line, baby. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in, and yeah, you guys just watched another episode of Fornever News. Have an awesome day, people.
It's nights like this, and times like this, that I can give another hit. But I've got this inside a switch, a natural